Hello and welcome again to the AI Oldtimer. I'm Ant, and as the heading says, this one is what I promised you a little while ago. This one's for parents, so it doesn't really matter the age if you, well, obviously if they're babies, but I mean if they're in primary school or secondary school, yeah, you know, this is just some ideas that I came up with in a couple of my groups. There are some parents, and they like some of the posts that I put up, and they were looking to engage with their children and get them used to using AI and ChatGPT and Claude and things like that. So I thought, why don't I make a little video? So I'm going to shuffle this way because I'm going to try and put some not graphics, but some texts and some little pointers up there. So I'm sort of going to shuffle here. According to my camera, there should be room for that. So yeah, I mean, my first tip on all of this lot is if you're not already interacting with AI in one shape or form, either discoursing with a chat bot, and again, when you're using ChatGPT or Claude, the best thing to do is don't use it like a Google search or a search engine. Just asking it straight questions, you know, like, I don't know, what's the capital city of Peru? It's just going to give you an answer. You need to treat it more like it's a really clever friend or a personal assistant. So that would be my first point. Let's see if I can put something up there, is to get comfortable with it yourself and play around with it yourself. But obviously the more you know, the easier it is, the easier it is for you to engage with your children. And again, you know, if you've got more than one child, you can sort of like put them into like a team to be learning this yourself. But that would be the thing, it's just play around yourself. You know, have a little look, try ChatGPT, try Claude, notice the difference, ask it different questions, play around with asking it prompts. And a prompt basically is where you tell it. So for example, if you wanted to learn more about mathematics, just sort of say, you know, you are the world's greatest maths teacher for teaching children between the ages of 5 and 7. So that then narrows the AI down, that it's not going to go into Einstein level mathematics and this, that and the other. It limits it, it'll make it faster, it'll make it more specific, and also interact with it. So if it actually responds to you and you go, not quite what I'm looking for, try this, it'll actually hone down. So that's the thing, have fun with it yourself. It's the first point. Second point would be, it's going to go up here, hope I'm going to look like a real numpty if nothing comes up there, but think of a fun project that you could do together. And again, on this one, I would defer to my AI and go, you know, I have a 8-year-old son, he's interested in XYZ, he's struggling with mathematics, please can you come up with a fun project for us to engage in using AI to do together. Plop, there you go, and it'll probably give you a gazillion different ideas. So I'd sort of limit it and sort of say, can you give me your top 5 ideas? Again, as I sort of said in there, and I make this a special point because I think this is severely missing in education these days, is emphasise fun. The more fun something is, I mean, think about it. You know, when you were in school, what were your favourite subjects? And I guarantee you they were your teachers that actually made the subject really, really fun and interesting. And those teachers that were really bland and boring and sent you to sleep were probably your worst subjects. So think about it that way. Don't make this into a chore. Don't make it into a challenge or a task. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, challenges and tasks and things like that are good, but don't make it boring, repetitive, and like, you must do this. And also keep it, you know, a lot of studies have said like 25 minutes is about the maximum you should ever try and study something. Then take a break. Doesn't have to be a long break, 5 minutes is usually enough, 5-10 minutes, and reward yourself for studying. Obviously, if you're trying to lose weight, don't eat chocolates and stuff like that. But yeah, limit it to 25 minutes of something fun, exciting, and interesting, and review what you're learning. This is the thing. Once you've got something set up, you can actually leave your child there playing with the AI, but after 25 minutes, go and check on them. And so I go, oh, so what have you been doing? What have you learned? And because it keeps a log, you'll be able to see what they've been asking, so you can then monitor their use on it. So that's a good thing. So number 4, sort of building on all of the things that I've said, would be to quantify learning gaps. So hopefully your school is doing an okay job at teaching your child, but certainly getting them involved in AI now is going to give them a head and shoulders advantage over their peers. But there are probably some learning gaps. I mean, unless you've got an exceptionally gifted child that excels in absolutely everything, there's going to be areas where they need help, and hiring a private tutor would be an excellent thing to do. And again, if there are any private tutors that are out there watching this, you can probably make yourself superhuman in talent by utilizing AI and all of these tools. And hopefully that's one of the things that I want to be doing with AI agents, is making some things to help educators educate children better, or parents educate their children better, easier and faster. But quantify an area where your child is potentially struggling. It could be in reading comprehension, could be in as I said, mathematics, could be geography, could be countries of the world, things like that. Find somewhere that they want it, and program the AI specifically on this to be an expert and an expert teacher, and monitor it as you go, and tweak it. So, and again, if you want any more further depth into this, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do to do a more sort of in-depth thing. And the last point, number 5, and it sort of builds on again everything that I've said before, is actually ask the AI to teach you about AI. It's actually one of the fun things, and I could lose myself down the rabbit hole chatting with the different AIs that I've created and trained and prompted in specific subjects. In fact, they're helping me with all of this that I'm doing with the TheAIOldtimer. Actually ask it, just sort of say, look, I'm a human, this is my limitations. You could even sort of say, I've only got like four O-levels, didn't do particularly well in school, I'm really fascinated by AI, please can you give me some ideas of how I can use it and learn how to use it better. And it'll actually give you a whole thing, and it'll probably ask you a question and go, oh, well, tell me a little bit more about yourself, and it will try and find out what your learning style is, because some people like to hear things, some people like to read things, some people like to practically do stuff to learn it, and it'll modify everything to you. So yeah, I hope that's sort of been useful for you. As I said, hopefully up there I actually put some prompts and things like that, but I'll probably write in the comment or the text box below stuff like that. But yes, thank you for your support. If that was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this. That helps me make more content. And yes. Continue following me on my journey as I go deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. So see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye bye.